Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
New at 5:13, Detroit firefighters charged internally over this viral photo of them posing in front of a burning house. And that's not all.
We're going to begin, though, with breaking news, health news we're following this afternoon. Stunning news for families at 3 local pediatrics offices in Macomb and Oakland counties after a healthcare worker tests positive for tuberculosis. State health officials have confirmed patients at those pediatricians' offices may have been exposed to TB.
They are Lakeview Pediatrics locations in Macomb Township, Rochester, and St. Clair Shores. A healthcare associate working at those offices was unknowingly infected and may have exposed patients. We are following multiple angles of this story. Paula Tutman is at one of the offices in Macomb Township getting reaction from patients.
Let's start things off, though, here at 5 p.m. with Dr. Frank McGeorge with what we know. This is quite serious, Doc.
Absolutely, Devin and Kimberly. Patients may have been exposed between April 1st, 2019 and January 9th of this year. Now, because of privacy reasons, state health officials will only confirm that the associate diagnosed with pulmonary TB is receiving treatment and is not currently working. All other associates and providers at the practice have been tested and do not have active tuberculosis. Ascension has specifically identified patients that were seen at the specific offices, as well as times when the infected healthcare worker was present, and is sending more detailed notification to those patients. Testing is being offered at no cost to those who may have been exposed. Now, TB is a treatable bacterial disease that is spread through the air from person to person. Many people who become infected do not have any symptoms at first. The skin test is the easiest way to identify people early and begin treatment before more serious illness develops. Because this was a pediatric office and one of the highest at-risk groups are babies and young children, anyone who receives notification of possible exposure needs to take it seriously. Now, with an exposure window so large, everyone is wondering why it took so long for patients to be notified. Now, the state says they began an investigation in November after a case of TB was reported to them in a different patient. That investigation led them to the pediatric practices where employees were then recently tested for TB, and one of those patients tested positive. Our Paula Tutman is outside the pediatric office in Macomb Township where parents are reacting to that news. Paula.
Hi, Dr. McGee. Thank you so much. So this is probably a well-known location to a lot of parents. Business is very, very brisk. I've been on site all day talking to parents. I actually went inside the office and heard a receptionist grappling with phone calls. They're getting lots and lots of phone calls, and certainly parents are very, very concerned because they feel like, at least the ones I talk to, feel like they're not getting information, they're not getting enough information, and they don't understand exactly what's going on. Bill Lobb was shaking as he left the Macomb Township office of Cornerstone Lakeview Pediatrics with his sick 16-year-old daughter. She's had a cough for more than a week and a half and fevers as high as 102. On his way into the office, I asked him if he knew about the tuberculosis investigation tracked to this medical office. He asked about it when he got inside.
I asked the receptionist what was going on, and she told me that I would have got an email from their office if there was a problem.
So he did a little investigative work on his cell phone and quickly found out that this office and the companion Lakeview Pediatrics practices in Rochester Hills and St. Clair Shores are all being investigated by the state for a confirmed case of tuberculosis with a staffer who traveled between the offices.
Unknowingly, this individual was ill with TB, and as that was the case, we are making sure that people are aware of this, and Ascension has sent out letters and emails to all patients who were seen between April 1st, 2019 and January 9th of 2020 when this individual was working.
Yet Bill says when he walked into the Macomb County office this morning with a coughing, feverish teenager, he was given scant information and no sense of urgency for a follow-up blood draw for his daughter.
We discovered that my daughter had been at this office during the time period in question, and that made me upset.
Did they say to you, should we test her for TB?
They didn't say that, but I had already asked for it, and they said I would have got it. I should get notified from the health department to bring her in for testing, but we haven't received anything yet.
Okay, so the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services, they explained in a news release today that they are trying to get Ascension, which owns this group, to reach out to patients to let them know that they need to be tested for possible exposure. But coming up at 6 o'clock, we're getting word, not possible exposure, but exposure and infection in an infant. And we'll tell you what we know about the patient coming up today at 6. For now, I'll throw it back to you.
A lot of scary parents probably hearing this maybe for the first time. But even though TB testing can identify when somebody has been infected, there are still some finer points to discuss.
Yeah, so once the TB bacteria enters your body, it might not cause a serious infection. Basically, you just might not have any symptoms. And it's also important to know the skin test does not become immediately positive. It can actually take a month or more. So in some cases, there might be closer follow-up needed over a longer period of time. That's something that the individual patients that might have been exposed will be notified of.
And while you're not symptomatic, though, you might be contagious still, correct?
Well, usually you have to have a cough and actually have systemic symptoms before you are contagious. So it's more just latent in your body at that point of time.
All right, more coming up at 6.
Yeah.
Thanks, Doc.
All right, let's now get to day 2. Opening arguments in the impeachment trial. It can be said House managers are making their case at a granular level, bit by bit and in great detail. Today, the managers focused on the charge of abuse of power, one of the 2 articles of impeachment brought against the president. Now remember, White House lawyers have not had their chance to say anything yet. They'll still have their 3 days to lay out their defense. Alice Barr in Washington as Democrats do their drill down. Alice.
Good evening. As House managers continue their case, they're moving from the overview we saw yesterday, laying out what happened, to a detailed look at what it means and how it fits into the Constitution.
Senators will please be seated.
In day 2 of opening arguments, House impeachment managers drilling down on Article 1, the charge that President Trump abused his power by pressuring Ukraine to investigate his political rivals.
The president's conduct is wrong. It is illegal. It is dangerous.
House managers laying out how abuse of power fits the constitutional grounds for impeachment.
You can think of these as the ABCs of high crimes and misdemeanors: abuse, betrayal, and corruption.
The president's legal team has called the impeachment case invalid because it doesn't name an actual crime. Today, Democrats trying to debunk that using these past statements from the president's own attorneys and allies.
It certainly doesn't have to be a crime. If you have somebody who completely corrupts the office of president.
I think that's what they meant by high crimes. Doesn't even have to be a crime.
That was Lindsey Graham during the Clinton impeachment. Today, the senator saying no to new witnesses.
I want to end this thing sooner rather than later.
And as Republicans complain they're not learning anything new from opening arguments, Democrats slamming them for voting against early motions to bring in new documents and witnesses.
If they want new stuff, there's plenty of it.
President Trump on Twitter saying no matter what you give to the radical left, it will never be enough, indicating that even if moderate Republicans do vote to allow new witnesses, he might use executive privilege to shut them down. One new poll shows 70% of Americans on both sides of the aisle believe the trial should include witness testimony. In Washington, Alice Barr, Local 4.
Alice, and the trial goes on at this hour. As it continues, we are live streaming every minute of the hearing start to finish on clickondetroit.com. You'll find the link on the homepage.
A Detroit police officer is expected to be okay after being rear-ended by an alleged drunk driver.
This happened around 2:30 in the afternoon in the area of Gratiot and Lappin. According to police, the officer had pulled someone over, had just returned to the police cruiser, and that's when the officer was rear-ended. Both the officer, though, and the driver expected that they're going to be okay. Brand new here at 5, Local 4 is confirmed. 13 Detroit firefighters and 4 sergeants are going to face internal charges for a picture of them posing in front of a burning building.
Let's bring in Jason Colthorpe. And Jason, that photo was taken on New Year's Eve and it immediately went viral.
Yeah, and as soon as anybody saw this, we realized why it might. It went national. A lot of publications picked this up across the country. Today, we learned what the exact charges for the 13 firefighters and the 4 sergeants will be who were in this photo. The firefighters face a charge of exhibiting ignorance of the rules or orders. The sergeants are looking at charges of failure to properly supervise or take the appropriate action. But a source within the department doesn't think these charges will have any real punishment. And that's because of this photo that shows up with just about every social media discussion on this topic. That's Fire Commissioner Eric Jones and Deputy Commissioner Dave Fornell taking a photo in front of a burning building. And the fact is, this happens a lot out on fire scenes with firefighters. Usually the fire's under control. There's no more danger. The difference being here, it's just 2 guys here, and the other one, about 17 people stopping to take that photo. The optics really bad on that. The firefighters, by the way, are expected to start answering these charges tomorrow. So we'll see what happens, guys.
Bring it. Okay, Jason, thanks. New at 5, police say it was a patch of ice that sent a car slamming into a garage today on Detroit's west side.
Happened on the Southfield Freeway, right at the ramp to McNichols. Tim Pamplin was there and shows us how it could have been a lot worse.
My life flashed before my eyes.
That's Tiffany. She was the passenger inside this Grand Marquis as it got airborne, crashing through fences, a garage, coming to rest in this backyard. She says the driver was going too fast, hit some ice, and went airborne. Right, we got the surveillance video. Here we go, roll tape. Top right hand side of your screen. This all happening just before the lunch hour on the southbound Southfield at McNichols. Let's zoom in that video a little bit. There you go, better shot here. Airborne. It was probably like being in the movies.
No, it didn't feel like no movie because we know the movies ain't real. So it was real life. And I was terrified.
Quite understandably so. Crashing through the fences, through the garage. They were both checked out by medics. No injuries. And the driver tells me he's just grateful that his car is still drivable. Lots of cleanup to do here. That is the scene. On the west side, Tim Pamplin, Local 4.
All right, Tim.